head in there. So I'm coming in towards Melbourne from Homeway. I'm on a Vline train at the moment, which is one of our regional trains. Hopping off at the next station, and sort of very least I'll show you a little bit of the scenery and stuff like that on the way. So I hope you're all well today. I have quite a bit in store, but I thought at the very least while I was here I'd show you some of the scenery. So I'm heading into the city today. We're going to have about half an hour to walk around the city as well, so I'll give you all a chance to see what's going on. Now let me see, how do I get the chat here? Let me go. Here we go. Hello, I see now. This is actually the first time I've done it this way too. I'm so used to using StreamYard, so this is a slightly alien, but that is okay. So my feet. So we're on a pretty crowded train at the moment, so I prefer not to. I'm really particular about trying not to film people as well. And the scenery is good, so there'll be quite a bit of street art you'll start to see as well shortly, but we'll be hopping off the train in a couple of minutes. And I'm going to show you Footscray, which is where I've done a walk around from in the past as well. Ooh. And I'll have like about 7 minutes before I hop on the next train, and then I'll give you a couple of options for later on. So I hope you are all well. It's just about to go midday here on Sunday the 30th. It's a long weekend here too for the Melbourne Cup. So we've got the start of the Spring Racing Carnival. Tuesday's a public holiday and most people take this off. Hello Tim, how are you? I hope you are well. I agree, and I work out how to at least have the camera the right way this time, which certainly helps. And hello Val, really good to see you, love. I hope you are well. Believe it or not, I am heading to the zone of the grand piano today. So I will also, I've got a couple of things planned. I'm going to come to you from a grand piano somewhere out there in Melbourne in a few hours. I'm going to do my piano practice. I've got all my sheet music with me. I've got my mixer, my mic, everything like that. I'm also going to record someone else playing, but that's something separate. And then later on I'm going to come back in and do a good hour walk around with you where I'll let all of you decide what I do. So that can be telling me certain things you want to see, or literally saying, go left, go right. So we've got one more station before I hop off. This is West Footscray Station, just here. So, hello. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It is, and being a long weekend here, there's going to be a lot of people out today. So when I get into the city, we'll go and have a walk around like last time, and I'll give you a choice of a few things we can do. And what we don't do, I'll come and do later. We'll have a bit of fun. Because I, for one, have been stuck in my house for too long, so it's kind of nice to get out. And I do love Melbourne with a passion. So it's kind of nice to show you a little bit of the scenery, at least, on the way in. So I am on one of the regional Vline trains at the moment, and the next one I get on is going to be one of our metro trains, and you'll see the skyline coming to Melbourne incredibly well. So I'm about to hop off, everyone. Got my Myki ready, which is what we use to pay for transport. Okay. So that's one of the metro ones. Okay, I got a message, hey YouTube, maybe having technical difficulties. Tell me about it, it's been one of those days. So here we go, everyone. This is Footscray Station. So I'm just going to get us up here. We've got about 7 minutes before I hop on the next train. So my normal urge is to go racing around, but I'm not going to today. I'm going to try to take it a little slower for you. So here we go. So this is one of the main interchanges. So instead of going through the city loop here, which is our little underground subway section where I would lose yourselves because there's no coverage down there, I'm going to take us through this way. So bear with me for a second, everyone. Myki. Okay, so we have approximately, I'll check when we walk past. So we're going to go for a little walk. I'm going to show you the park that I have shown you in the past. So this is Footscray train station. Let me just give us a 360. So here we go. So the main area of Footscray, and there's a market and everything like that down there. Hello, Duckster the Cluckster. Is that you, Miss Ducky? Hello. So here we go. There are different ways you can walk down. There's lifts and all that sort of stuff, ramps if people need them on every platform. So we're heading down here. Hello. I hope you're having a quacking good day. So I'm just coming into Melbourne. I'm not getting that one. I'm going to get the next train after that one. So we've got about 7 minutes. Hello, hello, how are you all today? Good to see you. The great thing is no one looks when I walk around singing. So I'm just going to check. I have 9 minutes until the next train. So this is one of the platforms at Footscray train station. Hello, Harvinder, really good to see you. So we're going to go for a walk for a minute. So we've just been up here in this walkway coming in from one of the platforms. Up ahead of me here, we have this little park here, which I will have shown you in the past, where there's lots of really nice succulents and stuff like that. I've got a little bit of time and it's a bit quieter here than it's going to be in the city. So I thought I'd at the very least show you some of this. So we get a lot of the palm trees here as well, like you do in certain areas. We do have beach. So Australia is the largest island in the world. We're also a continent. When you leave the edge of Australia, it is a 3-hour flight in any direction before you hit the next country. We are huge, a lot bigger than people realise. It is a really nice sunny day too. Let me show you the sun. Here we go. Hello. So here we go. Let's have a little bit more of a walk around. I want to put my bag down for a second so I can, hello. How far from California? Okay, well, it's a 24-hour flight on a plane to California, because I know that in the past I flew to LA and I got off the plane half an hour before I left, which means it was a 23.5-hour flight. So you'll be able to see here a little bit of the, hello Hayley, welcome, welcome. I am in Footscray, as we say here, or Footscray is the proper name. So there'll be a train here. Let's see if I can catch the train. And there's a little park just ahead of us, which I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to take you all into the main station of Melbourne. Here's our regional train, which is a Vline train. So that's what they look like. That was what I was on before, was one of the regional trains. So they're a lot more comfortable. There's another track down there. A lot more comfortable. Hello, No Blue Lines. Really, really good to see you. I do apologise if I do miss any messages. This is actually the first time I've ever live streamed directly through YouTube, whereas in the past I always do it through StreamYards. So let me quickly show you here. There's a nice little seat over here. So we're going to sit down for a minute, have a look at some of the beautiful succulents. I'm going to have a cigarette and then we're going to go jump on the next train. So here all of the plants have to be drought tolerant as well as frost tolerant. So there's some really interesting ones. We are very, very similar to LA in a lot of ways. So a lot of the weather is very similar, a lot of the plants are very similar. You'll have a lot of our eucalyptus trees here. Now this is what we do. We have a big problem with possums. So this is what they do to our palm trees. Look at this. Okay, so you get palm tree and then you get a big, like, they used to be plastic, they look more metal now, that they put on them to stop the possums from being able to get up in the top of the trees. So our possums are quite different from your possums. I will show you some of them. I did find a little bit of possum footage I got on my phone. Hello, Purple Moon. Really, really good to see you. Look, I was in LA, born in East LA. I was born in East LA. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get myself over to the seat here. I'll show you a little bit more of this on the way back because there's some really nice stuff here. Now we are also in spring, so everything's in flower very nicely. Like these little purple flowers here. This is one of our native succulents. So it's a very nice time for the gardens here. And now you would have seen in one of my videos previously, I was talking to you about barbecues and how we have them free in a lot of places. So there is one of them here. I have just reached the picnic table. So bear with me for a second, everyone, while I just grab myself a cigarette out of my bag. And we will keep going. Yes, it is true. So it's inverse. So we're at the start of spring here, whereas you're all at the start of autumn or fall, as you call it. So everything is the same, but in reverse, including water going down the drains different ways as well. So I'll show you some of these palm trees. Shrimp on the barbie. Hello, Sky Watcher Stephen. Here you go. Here's some sky for you. Let me get the sun for you for a minute. Here we go. The sun's over here. It's a bright one today. So there we go. Hi, Soul Sister. Really good to see you. Sorry, I think I am missing the odd messages. They're coming through the chat too. Wrong or right, depending on perspective. We're left-hand drive, including the cars. So give me a second, everyone. Now, of course, the second I try to light my cigarette, it gets really windy because that's Melbourne. So, sorry for the fast turn there. Okay, here comes another train. I'm also very excited about actually sitting down on a grand piano for a while today. So this is the same grand piano I will have played on for 30 years. Every time I walk past it, I have to play it. And I did bring my sheet music with me, so at the very least, I should be able to play us some tunes, and it's going to sound a million times better. Thank you so much, Skywatcher Stephen. I really appreciate it. So I'm also going to do you another one of these streams from the city. I'm going to take you on a metro train all the way into the city very shortly as well. Sorry, I'm just popping my backpack on. I'll try not to jiggle the camera too much. There you go, barbecue smoking. So this will be a free one, provided by the local council. So there's some more. Unfortunately, someone's been graffitiing all over the tables, but that's often what happens. So yeah, we're in Sunday now. So I am about midday on Sunday here. So let me at least walk you up a little bit of the way before I come back the other way. We've got some bees and clover down here. So here we go. Let's see if we can see the bees in the clover and the grass. They're looking very happy. So have a bit of a think about it too. I'm going to also do an hour stream later on from the city. And I'd like to do whatever you would like. So I can go and look at street art. I can go and look at the street performers. I can go and show you some of the really cool architecture. There's a heap of different stuff I can do. So I'd prefer to do what people want to see. We've also got a pine here. So it's in, hello, good to see you, welcome. So here we go. Here's a nice big pine looking up to nicely aligned sun. Here we go. This is my favourite game, everyone. Yay. I love this game with a passion. Anyone that knows me will have seen me do it a million times. So yes, we are in the, thank God, winter is finally over, coming into the spring phase here. So we're actually able to get out of the house a bit for the first time in a while. Oh, and in true style, kangaroos everywhere. So I can go and see kangaroos within a short distance from my house, which I will do for you. And I'll try to do that in the next 2-3 weeks. What I'm aiming to do is do quite a few of these outdoor streams for you, which I used to do masses of these before lockdown happened. This is my preference. So, and I have instruments with me. I can find a nice area and set up and do a sing stream and stuff like that for you in certain areas as well. So I'll just show you in here some of our Australian natives too. Sorry, I missed a couple of comments there. I do apologise. I need to grab something out of my bag, so bear with me for a second. This is one of the really cool Australian natives that I've got over my garden at home too. So I'll leave you here for a second. Okay, I can tell already it's one of those clusterfuck days, which I also like to call the fuster. Particularly when we're doing everything one-handed. Hello government, watchdog news, free Eric Brand. So here you go. Free Eric Brand. Free Eric Brand. I was born with the name Erica. It means eternally regal. No one like that needs to be in the house, so free Eric Brand. It's Eric Brand, we want him free. It's been too long. Set Eric Brand free. Come on everyone, join me, will you hop in some little song? Very much so. So you'll see a lot of the similar stuff here you'll get in the Mediterranean areas, particularly because they have to be drought and frost tolerant. So really good to see you. How's everything in France today? Are you well? There's lots of birds out today. I'm heading into the city, so I know you're going to see a lot of stuff you really like. There's a really big dose of pretty colour over here. I'll quickly show you as well before we start to head back towards the station. So I'm very mindful of not recording people and children too. So I was just waiting for someone to walk past. So here is some really pretty colour for all of us. This is another one of the port or something. God, I've gone blank on the name. One of our native succulents that's in flower at the moment. So this whole garden here is full of succulents. Hello, Dennis. Really good to see you. Oh, you really like that pink? We get a lot of that here. And these make really good dried flowers too. So they'll always pick these, and you'll find them in all our potpourri blends and stuff like that. Because they always have a really interesting array of colour. So on that note, everyone, I'm going to walk back to the station. We're going to hop on the train and I'm going to take you into Melbourne City. So I have a feeling that later on, maybe the thing you'd like to see more than anything is our botanical gardens. So I will put a poll up in the next live stream with a couple of options, and people can let me know what they want to see. So here we go. I've got you this train. Here's another regional train that's just heading towards Melbourne at the moment. These ones are quite nice too. These are all in flower at the moment. And see, one of the benefits of us being in different, hello Dennis, love. They are very much magenta. And one of the benefits of us being in opposite seasons is when we're really hot and we need cooling, I watch American streams and get what I call visual air conditioning. And when you're really cold, oh, there goes a wattle bird. We just missed a wattle bird. Hello, Road, really good to see you. Hello, Blinking. Hello, Road, really good to see you. Oh my God, I'm near a gum tree. Give me a second, Road. There is a gum tree nearby. Okay, gums ahead. This is a peppercorn tree. As soon as I find a gum tree, I'm singing you a song. So here's some more of the really cool Australian ones. I'll show you this one up close because this is one of our succulents. It's in flower at the moment. Hello, and I do apologise. Hello, Birdie, really good to see you. I do apologise if I'm missing anyone's names as you're coming in too. I'm trying to, this is also, I'm not seeing every comment, so I do apologise. I know I've missed some people as you're coming in. So here we go. I'm going to try to find the closest gum tree. Give me a second. So I'm having a, thank you. Hello, Pug Love. Bug, 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 bug. How are you today? Can you believe it? I can't see any gum trees. There's normally gum trees everywhere. So we definitely have high voltage signs and palm trees. Hello, Beat. Really good to see you. I hope you are well. So because I can't find a gum tree, I'm going to sing for you anyway. So here we go. Kookaburra sits in an old gum tree, Mary, Mary, king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra, gay your life must be. Your sky firing with violet in Footscray off to Melbourne. Hello everybody, hello everybody, thank you for joining me. This is a pepper tree, and I think that's the train I was meant to catch. So I think we're staying. Hi James, how are you? We're going to stay a little longer. There you go, I just missed the train. So in true style, there'll be another one in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to take that as a sign that there's some other cool stuff to show you here. So I'll keep walking around and showing you a bit of stuff. Hello 351. I know there's definitely a few people I will have missed saying hello to. So we've just been down in the park over here. I need to take my jacket off too because it's getting a little, yeah, exactly. Virtual air conditioning. It actually works, believe it or not, when you're sitting in like sweltering temperature and you see ice, snow, you actually cool down. The same way when you're cold and you see footage of a nice day, you'll feel warmer. It's a weird thing. So there's lots of birds flying around at the moment as well. Kia ora 351. I hope you are well today. It's the Melbourne Cup weekend here too. So we've got a lot of, we've got kind of like a 4-day long weekend. So this is where all of our events kick off. So this is kind of like the start of everything in Melbourne. So I'm just going to check when our next train is. Avoid the children. Pardon me, everyone. But I do really like this station, and I very much like it's one of our really old stations. Hello, James. I hope you are well and the dog is well. So it's got a lot of our yellow and red architecture, which I'm particularly fond of. Okay, so I've got 11 minutes. So give me a second. I'm just going to take my jacket off, everyone, because it's a little hot. And so I do apologise. I'm going to be in slight juggle for a second or two. So hello, hello, hello. But yeah, we have a lot of this yellow and red architecture I'm particularly fond of. And this is a really good example of it. So, including Flinders Street Station, which is where I'm going to take you to next. So let me leave you on a bit of sky while I'm trying to get my jacket off without shaking the camera too much. That's the challenge of the day, everyone. So, so up ahead we have like our little Myki terminals. Yep, so, well, we're coming into spring here, so we're the direct inverse of yourselves. So where you'll be coming into winter, we're coming into summer. Oh my God, I can't get this stupid jacket off. Okay, one arm out. There we go. Chopper, it's interesting, one of our, have you ever heard of Chopper Reed? That's local. Shadow and Midnight, excellent, good names. Shadow is one of the main character names out of American Gods by Neil Gaiman, who's one of my favourite writers ever. So I just want to make, there we go. We are all good. I now have my Myki in my pocket. Hello, Dr. Red. A horse is a horse, of course, unless you can talk to the horse, of course, unless, of course, the horse, of course, is the famous Mr. Red. Well, brr. Okay, so we've got about 9 minutes now until the next train. So I might as well at least give you some pretty, hello, First Floor Audio. Sorry if I missed you coming in. I know I've missed a few people coming in. My horse, my kingdom for a horse. My horse, my horse, my wonderful riding horse. Okay, so here we go. A little bit more palm trees. I do see a lot of birds, so let me give you a nice 360. And maybe we'll walk up the ramp. Actually, no, that's a pain in the ass because I'm going to be doing a lot of walking today. So I'm trying to conserve the walking for when we need it. And I know it's going to rain later too, so yeah. Hello, James, really good to see you. I know I've missed people and I do apologise if I've missed people or if we have people. Hello, Birdie, really good to see you. Let me see if I can mod people in here. I'm not sure if I can. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. This is easier than StreamYards. There we go. As long as I catch the comment. I don't know if I can scroll back. Oh yeah, I can. I can scroll the comments that way. Awesome. There you go. See? Learn something new. Yeah, so I love it here. So Melbourne, we've got about 6 million people in Melbourne. It's quite a big city. And we keep winning the most livable city in the world up until recently for a really, really good reason. Look, I obviously love it. It was about 3 million people when I was born, so we've doubled in population since 1974. And it's certainly expanded a lot. So this here's like a really good example of the mix of the old and the new architecture. Whereas the train station's the really old architecture that's been there for a very long time. And all of these walkways and stuff were all added several years ago in a big upgrade. So, and there's a lot of other interesting stuff around here. There's a huge amount of street art and stuff like that on the other side. But we're on the wrong platform for that one, so yeah. A musical video singing Mr. Red, done. I am happy to sing that. If anyone can think of a song that I know the lyrics of off the top of my head, I'll sing for you. So here we go. Let's sing you. Let's look at the sun and sing you a song. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from spring? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? We do have these palm trees as well all around our beaches, so I'll definitely take you to the beach area at some time as well. So it's bloody raining hard there. Yeah, it was been really wet and horrible here. We've had unseasonable rain, like some of our major events got flooded out in recent days. Thank you. Do you think you can tell your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees? Vegemite song? Okay, here we go. Let me get you on something really Aussie when I do it. So actually, yeah, let's come around this way and I will sing you some Vegemite song. Here we go. I'm a happy little Vegemite, as bright as bright can be. We all enjoy our Vegemite for breakfast, lunch and tea. My mama says I'm getting stronger every single day because we love our Vegemite. We all adore our Vegemite. It puts a rose in every cheek. First, second, third or fourth breakfast, Frodo? Are things good in the Shire? Have you been staying away from the wicked weed? As we also like to call it, the devil's bum fluff. So here we go. I'm going to get myself to the station. So what I'm going to do now if I die, it's only because I've run out of battery on my phone, okay? So if I disappear, you know why. So let me just arm myself with my Myki, get myself on the platform. I've got 4 minutes. Here's some birds for you, hub. There you go. There's a turtle dove, aka a pigeon, which are everywhere. So you'll see these all over Melbourne. And hopefully some of the cherry blossoms still in flower when we go into Melbourne as well. Sorry, I did set my night bot to get annoyed with people that use too many caps. So, here we go. So I'm getting this train now. So let me just make sure I've got the... Okay. So there we go. So we're heading into platform now. We have little places where you can recharge your Mykis. So they look like this. And they're really old, this roof. So hello, Pat. Okay. So I can see my train in the distance. Oh, there's a dog. Hello. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Because this is what I'd be doing anyway. So I thought today I'd at the very least bring you with me. I do apologise, I've got quite a heavy backpack on, which is making it heavy. It's on wheels, but when I pull it along, it makes quite a noise. So it's not going to be great for yourselves. But so all of our platforms have this like yellow line here, which means don't walk past that line until the train doors open. So here we go. Let's do you a song from memory, standing on a train station with a train coming towards us. Now this is based on a Johnny Cash Johnny Cash song. I'm going to need to catch my breath on the train, so I might be able to talk much in the next couple of minutes when I get on the train. I'll do as much as I can. So here we go. It's for all your lovely selves. This is my version of it. Violet's art song. I drew 1,000 leaves, I should have started with the trees. My mind tries to flatten what it sees in 3D. It's a whole new battle between the head and eye. My hand and my eye start another dance. I see the world differently, shapes and negative space. I don't like using rulers and find it hard to trace. My pens have turned to dip nibs and how that ink has flown. And now my favorite is watercolor. I'll pick that verse 3 when we get to the other end. Okay, so I might not be able to talk a lot. We'll see how we go, everyone. I'll try to get me somewhere. Hello, Narkin, really good to see you. The Disney train. All aboard the Disney train. Okay, this will do me nicely. Okay, there's a little seat down here, just for me. Okay, give me a second, I'll catch up with everyone. There's also someone asleep. Okay. So here we go. Hello, Mary, really good to see you. Just make sure I haven't missed anyone. Okay. So I'll show you as much as I can. So I'm now on a metro, which is a, hello Mary, good to see you, hello, hello. So hopefully you can see me here. Let me quickly mod you as well. There you go, done. So it's going to be much more interesting seeing the scenery. So I don't know, let me just have a quick look how my battery is going. I'm at 44%. So we should be okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through a few stations. I'm going to take us right up to the window when we're coming in towards Melbourne, because you'll see all the skyline really, really well. Actually, let me change seats in hindsight. Let's preempt. Okay, so I can show you the train a bit quickly now too, because there's not a lot of people around. So I'm right down the back of the train. We've got the Melbourne skyline coming up ahead. Okay, so here's what our trains look like. There's a big Buddhist temple on my right-hand side, which I'll try to show you. Here we go. So this is where we're starting to come into the Melbourne Whoa, sorry everyone, Melbourne CBD. Okay, I think the best thing I can do is stand up because I'm a lot more stable, so I do apologise everyone. When we get to the next station, I'll stand up and get us a better position because you start to see the Melbourne skyline really well now. So we'll have Port Phillip Bay ahead. This is some of our main port area here, so this will be a lot of where the wholesale markets and the ports are, particularly coming off the boats. There's a park on the other side of the road here. So here we go. We also have like masses of sports ovals and stuff like that everywhere. So there we go. We've got people playing cricket, which will be happening everywhere. So they'll play football in winter and cricket in summer. That's the main difference. So here we go. So what we're going to do, as well as the window will allow here, there's another train that's about to come past too. So I hope you've all enjoyed this. And okay, hopefully my Nightbot's Australian TV, exactly. Exactly. And look, this is the side of things I love more than anything, is doing this side of things. Well, there will be, when I get into the city, you'll see more people, but it'll be nothing like the crowds you're used to over in America and Europe and places like that. You know, our idea of busy and your idea will be very different. Okay, so coming up ahead, you've got the Melbourne skyline. So you've got the Melbourne Eye and Docklands. I'm going to leave the camera on this one angle so you kind of just see it all as it happens. It'll give you a really good idea of how pretty the skyline is, some of the different architecture and stuff like that we get as well. And as you can see with all of the stations, you've always got a lot of graffiti and stuff like this coming into it. There's a huge amount of legal street art, and this is not so much the legal side of things, but you do get a lot of it. So one of the options we do have for later is that I take you on a street art walk. I can take you to Hosier Lane. We also have an AC/DC lane here where there is literally a 3D Bon Scott coming out of the wall, which is quite cool, and I'm sure I can at the very least sing us a little bit of Akadaka when I'm there. So there we go, that's one of our canals. So here we go, back to the Melbourne. Yeah, and look, I'm half Kiwi, so I love my New Zealand. So we've got the Melbourne Eye up ahead, which has now been renamed a few things. It was a bit of a failed venture here. The blue trains are the metro ones, the purple trains are the regional Vline trains. So I was on a Vline train when we came in. I'm on a metro one at the moment. Now I'm coming into North Melbourne Station, which is another one of our big interchanges. I'll be quiet for a minute because it gets noisy. You can start to enjoy my beautiful city from the window. We did actually spend a little bit longer than I anticipated in Footscray. To find out more about service information and access live updates, please download the Metro Notify app or visit our website at metrotrains.com.au. Hello, Butterfish. Have a great Sunday, and thank you for travelling with Metro. I really like all of the architraves and details on these sheds too. We've got them all through Melbourne, including Flinders Street Station, our big market and stuff like that too. So they're really nice. Okay, so we're going to be coming into, first of all, Southern Cross, which is our big regional station, and then Flinders Street, which is where we're going to be hopping off the train, which is the main suburban station. And so you're going to start to see a lot of the really nice Melbourne landmarks and stuff coming up ahead. A few of them we have the option to go and visit later as well. So if there's anything people say that they particularly like, let me know and I will try to make it happen for you. Hello everyone. Okay, so there we go, there's the Melbourne Eye. So this is all around the south of the city in this what we call the CBD, which stands for Central Business District. So this is a lot of the newer architecture, so a lot of the glass and different shapes, whereas a lot of the older style is all of the, you know, very much the yellow and the red stone, and a lot of our blue stone that's also here. I'm going to take you through at least a couple of the Melbourne Laneways, which will show you a love of blue stone as well. So there's some really funky architecture here. So one of our main stadiums is also just here. We're going to go past too. So we're coming into Southern Cross, and Southern Cross Station has my favourite roof in all of Melbourne. So I'll very much at least try to give you a shot of the roof when we come in. So this is Southern Cross. So let me show you some of these really cool buildings because it's really nice around here. So hopefully my signal's doing good. And at least this time I made sure I can talk to yourselves a bit better. So this is the main stadium that changes its name often. It's now called Marvel Stadium, but it was something else beforehand. So I'm on a train, yep. I hear a train coming, it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine. Now arriving at Southern Cross. I love the details in this one, all of the colours. but you will have seen me a few times stand up here and film these buildings from the other side. So I will... I am in Australia, yes. So I'm going to quickly, while we come through here, try to at least show you my favourite roof in Melbourne, which is in here, which we should at least see a little bit of. Okay, here we go, so what's getting off? We don't see it very well from this side. I'll show you from this side on the way out. Okay. So we've got one more stop before the end of the line and I hop off. So you will at least see the roof I'm talking about from here while we pull out. How amazing is this? So it's all on different angles. I love drawing this roof. I love everything about it. I just love it. It looks beautiful from inside and outside. I will come and film a lot more in here, and I have done quite a lot of videos here in the past. It is just exceptional, this roof. So there you go. And my other favourite roof is at NGV, which is in part of the Ian Potter Gallery, and it was done by Ian Potter. It's an incredibly beautiful stainless steel roof. So anyway, I'm going to take you back to the other side just so I can show you some of the really cool stuff that's going on. So here we go. The next stop is Flinders Street. Hello, everyone. Woo. So, yeah, please do drop your link. So that's the reason I'm... Hello, Sun and Fun. I've got some fun for you, and I've got some fun. So we're about to see the Yarra River up ahead. The Yarra is the only upside down river in the world, which means it's clear underneath and all the sediment sits on the top. This is where the Yarra meets up with Port Phillip Bay, so literally where the river meets the ocean. So up ahead, we've got some of our lovely parks and the start of Crown Casino. So a lot of you will probably have heard of Crown Casino coming up here, and the Yarra River through here. So you'll have some of your helicopter pads and stuff like that. Hello, African Grey, really good to see you. We're coming into I love Flinders Street Station. I've been through here 1,000,001 times. So they built Crown Casino around this road. Check this out. So they had a road here, and they had to actually build the casino around it because they didn't have any other choice. So we've got the Melbourne Aquarium just here. So opposite the road is the main busking area, and I have a busking permit down here. So you've got Crown Casino just up ahead, and then on the other side of Queensbridge here, where this big red structure is where the start of the busking area is. I love these statues here, by the way, they're really cool. So one of the options we have is that I go walking down here and show you all the buskers down on South Bank at the moment, but a part of it's under renovation. So that's one of the areas where I would normally be, and I have spent a lot of time there. Let me just have a real quick look at my battery. Okay, we're on 36%, so I reckon we've probably got at least another 15 minutes. So this is a South Bank area. We've got the Rialto Towers just here, which is our tallest building. There is an observation deck up the top you can go to. So some of our older and newer style architecture. So this is Flinders Street Station we're just coming into now.
Now arriving at Flinders Street.
So here we go. I'm going to get us off the train. We're going to go sit. I need to grab a couple of things myself. So I'm going to walk with you for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to love you, leave you. I need to charge my battery up on my phone. And I will be back in a little while for another round. Now I'm also getting a train to go visit someone. So let me know in the chat if you'd like me to also share that train journey with you. I'll be able to talk a lot more like I did last time. So just let me know if you're interested in seeing the next train journey too, in which case I'll be back probably in about half an hour if you'd like to see that. So maybe drop a 1 if that's something you like. Okay, so this is Flinders.
Getting all stations to Good.
I understand. So let me explain a little bit more what I was trying to say before. So if people want to see the next leg of my journey, I can stream that too, because I'll have enough time to charge my phone up. And I need to get some food and do a couple of things while I'm in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take you for a little bit of a walk, and then I'll leave you and I'll be back in a bit. So I've got some other streams scheduled. I'm also got a date with the grand piano. So I have all of my sheet music with me, and I would very much like to play some music for you all. Hello. So this is very much an Art Deco building. This is Flinders Street Station. So I will have shown you the other side of the station, the front side, quite a few times. My pleasure here. Let me make sure I quickly get you to. Give me a second. There you go. Gotcha. So it's very much Art Deco here. So you can see very much from the do not spits on the wall, but it's very much, we've got a lot of really cool Art Deco architecture around here. So that's part of it. Oh, nice. Thank you. Awesome, thank you very much, I do appreciate it. So here we can either go to the left down to the Yarra, which we're going to go and look at later, or we can go over this way to one of our main intersections. So let's do it. So they've put artwork on all of these, which look kind of nice. Okay, so let's do it, everyone. Hopefully my signal is not dropping out. I love this bit when you walk up the stairs here. There's some really nice old clocks like you see on the front of the building. It's really nice. So let's have a look at that. My pleasure. Okay, so what I'm coming up on here is one of the main intersections on the corner of Flinders Street and Elizabeth Street, and I'll show you this stained glass here, it's really cool. So it's got the miters and a lot of the old, really cool Art Deco. Same on all the panels and stuff on the roof. Hello Wanda, how are you, love? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So there we go, we made it into Melbourne. So here we go, let's go and get somewhere to settle for a minute. Okay, so let's do this. So off to our right, we've got the front of Flinders Street Station. We've also got St Paul's, I would have shown you a few times. So this is Elizabeth Street up ahead. Down this way will have been where we were before. Behind us is Flinders Street. There's 7-Elevens everywhere. Okay, give me a second, everyone. I'll give you a little 360. Okay. And piss on the ground, which is what you get everywhere. So I love this building with a passion. This is Flinders Street Station. We've just come up through the bottom of it. So here we go. There's a beautiful big old ballroom in here as well, which they're restoring at the moment. Oh, focus please. Thank you very much. And this one goes for quite a long way. So you get an entire block for that one. So there we go. I will have shown you that from a few different sides. And I love, love, love that building. So, and you can see this clock pretty much from everywhere in Melbourne too. Oh, sorry everyone, my focus is going out for a second. And some birds. And here we go, look, here we go. There you go, someone out there likes us. Didn't think I'd see that. We have a lot of them, but they've obviously all been scared by that backfiring car. That's hilarious. Okay, so this is what our tram stops look like as well. Hello Kat, really good to see you. I do at the very least want to show you a tiny bit of street art just around the corner here. So we have alleys everywhere. I love my faux. But we get alleys everywhere, which are our bluestone and stuff like that. So this one, unfortunately, will also now smell like pee. But, my favourite street art has been painted over. Okay, I'm getting a battery warning, everyone, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to go for, but I'll at least take you down here. There's usually a magpie on the wall down the end, so we'll see how we go. But they may have... I think they occasionally come through and paint over it, so maybe that was one of the ones that got painted over recently. Oh, you did it. Nice. Hello. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. Ironically, the person that painted over it is here at the moment. So here we go, a little bit of street art. It does, unfortunately, there's a problem that whenever we get nice street art, people just come and cover it. So here's got a nice little koala with a young koala on its back. This used to be a beautiful fairy, but like all of the taggers have come and put stuff all over it. So this doesn't have, this is the bluestone in the middle here, but not the, I will, you too, thank you, love. Smile. Hello. Okay, so let's see how much more of the street art survived down here. So a lot of this is just graffiti. See, there was a beautiful one under there and all that's left is its eyes. There'll be footage I have of the street art that's under all of this. I've filmed it all many, many times. And it saddens me when I come and see beautiful artwork being covered by this shit. I mean, like, tell me that's better than the beautiful art that was underneath it. Like, seriously, this is all, the tagging stuff's all just look at my name, wank my ego shit. The street art stuff is for the benefit and the beauty of everyone. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. And see, there we go. This was another beautiful artwork that has now been destroyed. And the magpie that I was looking for down the end has now been covered. So one of the other things just up ahead here is one of my favourite places to go for dumplings, which I'm very much thinking of doing. This one stayed. This is one of our street artists you get a lot of work from around Australia. So this is Casper. This is one of their more recent ones. I love the Casper stuff. I've always been a big fan of it. You get a lot of it all around Melbourne, so it's very, very cool. And let me see what we've got on the other side here as well. See, this was all street art down here and it's now just all tagging. And for those sky watchers out there, here we go. See, the sun's quite happy today. I love singing in Laneways too. They have the best acoustics. They really do. This one over here is a particular favourite. I have sung in that laneway so many times. But this is the bluestone I was talking about here on the ground that we all have. So all of our laneways are normally full of this. So there we go. On that note, we've just about hit an hour, everyone. I'm going to have to leave you here because my battery is about out. So let me know if you want me to continue on and show you the next train journey, which will be in about half an hour. If not, I'll see you in an hour, hour and a half for some grand piano fun. And let me just at least show you this block. We've got some of the really nice old ones down here. Yeah, it is. It's a nice day today, and see, we're just coming out of the end of winter, so we're very much needing a bit of the spring improvement. And here we go, a tram for everyone. When they're doubled like this, we call them a light rail. So there you go. So on that note, we've just hit an hour. I hope everyone has fun. And just coming down here, a prime example of the city. And I'll leave you here for now. But we have parks and trees everywhere. So, and these will all be natives. So that's a young eucalypt. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, so on that note, everyone, I hope you have a good day. I'll leave you for a little bit of Flinders before we head off on another tram. And you know what our pavements have become. So, for those of you that eat Burger King, it's Hungry Jack's here. I will have told you why in the past. There we go, Macca's. Nice, my pleasure. I'm really, really glad you enjoyed it. So look, I've got a lot more to show you. It's a nice day, so I'm going to quickly charge my phone up again. And as soon as we're charged, I will hopefully be back for another round. So much love, everyone. And until next time, bye-bye, 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 bye. Bye-bye.